If you are over the age of 40 and you grew up in an African American community, then some of these expressions you are familiar with. Hello, I'm Sonia. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to give you 10 expressions that you usually only hear in the African American community. I've written them down so I can have them on hand to tell you all. So sit back and relax and get ready to hear some new expressions. The first expression is hard heads make soft behinds, which typically means if I gotta keep telling you to stop, I'm gonna pull out that belt on you. Don't let me have to keep telling you over and over and over. That means you got a hard head, and I'm gonna pull out that belt to your soft behind. The second expression is keep on living, which typically means if you think you're experiencing hard times now, keep getting older. You'll see more coming. The third expression is don't let that street light catch you outside. I heard this a lot when I was coming up. My mother would tell us, make it in the house before the street light come on. If you let that street light catch you outside, then you're in trouble. My sister and I used to try to make it home before that street light came on, because we'd be out on a basketball court on the park playing, and we would try to make it in the house before that street light came on, or we knew we was in trouble. The fourth expression is I can show you better than I can tell you, which normally means don't let me have to keep telling you over and over and over again. I can show you better than I can tell you by putting that strap to your behind if you don't listen. The fifth expression that we heard a lot in our community is don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash, which means stop running your mouth so much it's going to get you in trouble. You're going to end up getting a strap to your behind from saying too much that's going to get you in trouble. The sixth expression is I can do bad all by myself. Now, you usually heard this expression coming from a woman who probably was having a hard financial life, and she had either a man or a husband or a boyfriend or somebody in her life who wasn't contributing to the household, and she's saying if she got to go through this kind of struggle while she's with somebody, she can do bad all by herself. She don't need nobody to do bad with. The seventh expression is you can't cry blood, which means if you think you're going to get your way from crying, eventually you will stop, because you can't cry blood. All them tears ain't going to make me move no better for you. You can't cry blood. The eighth expression is people in hell want ice water. Now, this statement usually came after you kept telling your mama about some stuff that you want to get, and that you think by constantly telling her that she'll eventually get it for you. But she came back with people in hell want ice water, which meant they can't get what they want. They suffering through the fire, so you ain't gonna always get what you want. The ninth expression is the older I get, the stupider you get, which means that you still haven't learned anything. It's like somebody's still telling you something years and years later after you've grown older. You should have gotten wiser, but the older they get, the stupider you get. The 10th and final expression that I heard a lot, that you usually heard a lot if you grew up in an African American community, is I look like this because I didn't make myself, which is a little confusing to me. I never knew the true meaning behind it. I've heard several definitions, but I'm not going to give you one. What I want you to do is ask somebody who may be familiar with it and find out what they say about it. You know, you'll learn some more expressions when you do that. So that's it for today. Those were 10 expressions that you heard said a lot in African American households and communities, and you probably, if you're not an African American, you probably never heard those expressions before. So anyway, I want to thank you for taking the time to stop by and listen to some of these expressions. If you like what you heard, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you think somebody might like that, share it with somebody who would probably find it to be a little humorous. And don't forget to hit that bell notification button just in case the next time I upload a video, you'll be notified. So thanks again, and you all have a wonderful evening.